Hello, BookTube. I have a second mail haul for you today. A second mail shipment came on this freezing cold day with boxes, and they aren't even the kicker. This delivery had a real kicker. Wait till we get to it. But I thought we'd go through these first in preparation, spiritual, ethical preparation for my goal in 2017, which is to show you every book I get. Just bore you into a coma. So we'll do this first one. Let's see what this is. What have we here? This is Beasts of Burden by Sunara Taylor. I have a feeling this is going to break my heart. Much of what we understand of ourselves as human depends on our physical and mental capacities. How we move or cannot move so often defines our presence in the world. How much of our definition of human depends on its difference from animal. A provocative inquiry into the intersection of animal and disability liberation. Beasts of Burden suggests that these two struggles are deeply entangled. It asks us to consider what new worlds of empathy can open up and intensify solidarity across species and ability. Oh my, okay. Alright. This comes out in March. Interesting. So, the intersection of disabilities and animal rights. Okay, which I suppose the ground zero being rights for disabled animals. We'll see. I will report back. Then we move on to this one. What have we got here? Okay, this is by Andrew Nelson, and it is The Sound of Innovation, Stanford and the Computer Music Revolution. One of the rare instances of a book I get in the mail that has absolutely no interest to me whatsoever. I'm not interested in the subject. The subject is not pitchable, except to specialty magazines where I have no entree. And I don't know anybody that I could send it to who might write an engaging piece on it. So it's just 3 strikes. I wonder why I was sent this. Well, I will read it anyway. It doesn't even have a pub sheet, though. I don't even know when it's coming out. That's interesting. Odd, but interesting. Let's move on. This next one here. Okay, now here we go. From total disengagement to total engagement. This comes out in January, and it is called Ascending India and Its State Capacity. That's what it looks like there. As I've mentioned on this channel before, I have a rather severe love affair with India. I've spent time there and grew to love it and its people. And this is India's ascent as a formidable power on the world stage and its geopolitical ramifications have received much interest in recent years. This comprehensive study delves into the intricate inner workings of this great Asian nation to reveal an Indian state struggling to maintain national security, domestic order, and steady financial growth despite weaknesses in its economic and political institutions. Weaknesses. That's nice. Okay. All right, great. This looks fantastic. Complex, but fantastic. It doesn't look like one of those. There's a spate in January and February. There's a spate of India books coming out, and a lot of them are pitched for beginners, for people who are interested in the whole phenomenon of India, but don't want charts, graphs, and heavily researched data. This looks like it's pitched for a more studious crowd, more academic crowd. We shall see. Again, I will report back. Then we have 2 boxes. We're getting to the end here. What is this? Oxford University Press. Oh, fantastic. Okay, great. This is the finished copy of Beyond the Northlands by Eleanor Rosamond Barraclough. I think I might have mentioned it on this channel before. It's a beautifully written study of the Viking phenomenon as seen through art, architecture. She travels all over the place, and as I was hoping, the finished copy is lavishly illustrated. That's just wonderful. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I have, talk about sweet tooth, boy, from India straight to Vikings. I have a sweet tooth for the Vikings. I study them. I've written about them a lot. I know a lot about them. And I'm always up for a new book. The subtitle is Viking Voyages and Old Norse Sagas. And I am a big fan of Old Norse sagas. Absolutely love them. So that's fantastic. All right, and then we move on. This is from Oxford as well. Please let's not have it be a second copy of this. That's always so depressing. No, okay, good. It's not. It is a cabinet of ancient medical curiosities, strange tales and surprising facts from the healing arts of Greece and Rome. This book reveals hundreds of passages from Greek and Roman authors, as well as numerous vivid photographs, providing readers with a detailed picture of an ancient medical world, a world in which, for example, a surgeon had to be strong-minded enough to ignore the screams of his patients. Diseases were assumed to be sent by the gods, and medicine and magic were often indistinguishable. On the other hand, the author reveals that some ancient medical attitudes were also surprisingly similar to our own. The similarities extend also to those fallacies that were just listed, since well over 60% of polled Americans think that diseases are caused by supernatural factors, and more especially they're 100% certain that diseases can be alleviated or cured by supernatural intervention. That's not 10% in the Ozarks. That's well over 60% of Americans polled across the whole spectrum of society, economic advantages, education advantages. 60% sort of holds steady across a vast cross section of American society, of Americans who think that vaccines are dangerous, or that they're not 100% sure about this whole germ business. So the horrible danger that will lurk in the background of reading this book. I never got an advance copy of this, so this will be my first time reading it. And the horrible danger of reading it will be how recognizable it is. That's going to be very depressing. But there you go. So ancient Rome, the Vikings, India, The Sound of Innovation, about computer music revolution, and a book about animal welfare. So that's not a bad mail haul, but this particular mail haul got ever so much better. I got a package from the mighty Olive at a Book Olive. Wait till you see. First, she sent me this. Double stuffed Oreos. The food of the gods. It's taking an enormous effort of will to show you this package rather than simply sit and eat it. But look at this. Look what she had made. You're not going to believe it. It's a shirt that says lame ass booktuber. I am going to wear this and show it to a certain group of muscular teenagers who have nothing but contempt for my lame-ass booktube friends. In fact, I might make one of them wear it while working out. I'll try and get a picture if that happens, but look at that. I myself proudly acknowledge here at the end of 2016 that I am a lame-ass booktuber. And I dub all the rest of you so as well. Thank you, Olive. More than I can say. So there you go. A pile of books and a t-shirt and some double stuffed Oreos that I'm going to attend to right now. Thank you, BookTube.